My name is Kwame Duah. I worked at the school-to-school coordinator for Ghana, and I must say it was a very interesting moment to be on this initiative, and also the kind of reaction, the kind of excitement that met the initiative wherever that we go. We started the initiative, or we started work with the choosing of sites or choosing of schools, and this we did hand in hand with the Ghana Meteorological Agency, the mandatory body in Ghana who has the power to see to the installation, dissemination of climate information. So we were working closely with them wherever we go, and they really assisted and supported TAHMO a lot on the field to make sure that these stations were also planted or installed in these schools. Then on the part of the schools, it was an exciting time for them, because this was coming to augment, or really to let them know what they've been taught as far as climatology is concerned in the geography subject. So it was a very interesting time. They did welcome us with all that they could. When it comes to the selection of the site on their campus, they gave us the free hand to do whatever they want, and they cooperated with us. Whatever that we wanted them to do to make sure that we get the device installed on their campus, they did it without any complaint, and it was very nice working with them as well. So what we did was that we did the installation, then we went back to these schools where we organized an event which I term as interactive event, so that we can have interaction with both masters and teachers and let them know what we are doing or what we have put on their campus, so that nobody will get up one day and just see that this thing is being an alien. It's like an alien to the school. The school has no benefit, the school has no use for it, so they can even vandalize it or do anything to the automatic weather station. So this help us to educate both teachers and students, so that they know what the device there is doing in the school. So it was really nice, and during this event we did talk about what weather is, what climate is, the parameters of weather, the relation between them, and how they are measured, the instruments that are used in measuring these weather element or parameters, which they came forth with the answers during the interactive sessions. It was very nice. So after taking them through the theoretical part of the interactive session, we also moved them to the site where we have installed the station on their campus. Then we take them through the various sensors that has been developed or designed, and let them know the parameter each of them are measuring. So we give all this education to them, and it was very interesting. And some were wondering, how is the data going to work? Are we going to come down to collect the data or download the data and before we can use them? And we told them the thing we work on it is automatic, so it transmits the data by itself. So they were so amazed. They were so amazed, because even including the teachers, they were expecting us to come down to their campus to come and download the data before we can use, just like the manual station works, where there's an observer who collects the data and later transmit to the agency for them to work with. But when they got to know that nobody needs to go there to collect the data, nobody needs to come around to pick data before we can know what is happening in their locality, they were very excited and very amazed. And also when we told them about the site created where they can also go see the data and possibly download to use in their classroom for their lessons, they were very excited, very excited. And we worked in I think 4 regions initially: the Ashanti, Bron and Ahafo, Eastern and the Western regions of Ghana, for the first part of the TAHMO initiative, and they were very happy. And I think on our trip we encountered, or we met, not less than 1,000 students and on this trail, because in some schools we were given access to the whole school. They halt classes, they halt every activity until we are done with them before they continue with their school activities. And some also gave us cross-section of students, and we were very much interested in getting students who are not only doing geography but also doing the other course, so that they also know what we are doing with their colleagues in the school. So it was really interesting period in those times. And on the part of the farmers, we also try to get in touch with farmers in these communities so that they can also know what is happening in the face of climate change. We educated them on climate change, so they really share some of the experiences that they've had over the period, over 3-4 years with us, which to them made them realize that what we are telling them as far as climate change is concerned is really true, and it is really happening in the country. So they were very excited. They were very excited. So we try to let them know that now we have this here, and in the face of the climate change, we need devices such as this, which can help them or which can be used to guide them to carry out the activities on their farms, and also ensure that their investments are protected. Then also to the community, they can also be helped with alert system, weather alert warnings if anything is supposed to happen. Just like one farmer testifying during one of the workshops or the training sessions, and she told us that yes, indeed, it has really helped. It has really helped them, because now they know that when they are going to farm and there's going to be a storm, with the weather information that they get or the weather alert that they get, they can decide not to go, or go at the time when the storm is over and carry out the activities. So the farmers were also not left out on our trail, and they really helped us as well. They really provided the support so that we could also provide the education that we had to them. Then for the Met agency, it was an opportunity for them to expand or improve upon coverage of their activities in the country. Most of their stations have collapsed in some of these communities where we did these installations. So it was once again an opportunity, a big opportunity for them to have these devices planted in those areas, which is now also helping them improve upon coverage, and the data from there, they can be of much useful to their clients who need this data from these areas. So it was a really interesting time in Ghana, and we hope to continue with the education as the batch that we met, especially in the schools. As far as the schools is concerned, they have left now. We have fresh or new students who are in there, so we are trying to see if we can go back there and continue with the education, because that's the best way to ensure that TAHMO initiative is well grounded in the country. And we are working so hard hand in hand with these geography teachers to ensure that these things are well grounded in the country. So we are really doing our best to ensure that the TAHMO initiative works as it started earlier. The people were very excited, and we are still praying for the excitement to continue. Thank you very much.